The Mandalorian and Grogu movie just got its first teaser trailer.
What did he say?
Yeah, you heard that right. The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, which releases on May 22nd, 2026, just under 2 years from now, just received its first teaser trailer. And it revealed the return of the Razor Crest, the return of ZEB in live action, a snowy planet that could possibly be the return to Hoth, AT-AT walkers, and so much more. Now, this teaser trailer was shown to the people in attendance at D23 over this weekend. However, it was not released publicly. So you may be able to find a leaked version of this trailer online somewhere, but I'll be breaking it down frame by frame in this video right now. Because even though this movie's just under 2 years away, fans are going crazy about what this trailer could possibly mean.
This is where the fun begins.
On Friday, August 9th in Anaheim, California, D23, which is pretty much Disney's version of Comic-Con where they have all the announcements for their different IPs, from Pixar to Marvel to Star Wars, we got some insane announcements for Star Wars fans. From the first official trailer for Skeleton Crew, which releases on December 3rd of this year, to a teaser trailer for Andor Season 2, which releases early in 2025, to the reason we're all here today, this Mandalorian and Grogu teaser. Now, Dave and John have been teamed up for the last 6 years, giving us the Mandoverse. From The Mandalorian Season 1, 2, and 3, to the Book of Boba Fett, to Ahsoka, and now, later this year, the Skeleton Crew as well. But all of those shows are released on Disney+. This Mandalorian and Grogu movie will be the first Mandoverse project to make its way to the big screen, and Jon Favreau will be directing this film. Now, let's break down this trailer. It's about 1 minute and 30 seconds long, and for the first 40 seconds, it's all scenes we've seen before. From Din finding Grogu for the first time in episode 1 of season 1, all the way to the end of The Mandalorian season 3, as you hear Din Djarin adopt Grogu as his own son. And that's all we thought we were going to get. As filming just began on The Mandalorian just a few weeks ago, we didn't expect that there would be film ready to be shown. But oh, how wrong we were. The first scene shows Din Djarin coming in on a meeting and blasting 3 snowtroopers. The snowtrooper was first introduced in 1980 in Empire Strikes Back on the planet of Hoth, and they've been seen many times since then, but they are coming back in this Mandalorian and Grogu movie. We then cut to the Razor Crest flying through space. And you might be saying,
Mike, I thought the Razor Crest blew up in season 2 of The Mandalorian.
And you'd be right. The Razor Crest is long gone. It blew up all the way back in 2020. 4 years ago. And since then, Din Djarin has gotten a new ride. He now drives the N1 Starfighter, which is an all-silver version of the Naboo craft that we see in The Phantom Menace. So how the hell is there a Razor Crest here in this trailer? Well, that's because it's not Din Djarin's. As in the next scene, we see for the second time ever a live-action version of ZEB. ZEB is a Lasat, first introduced in Star Wars Rebels. He was a member of the Ghost crew, along with Harrison Dula, Ezra Bridger, Sabine Wren, Kanan Jarrus, and Chopper. But by the end of the 4-season Rebels show, Kanan Jarrus makes the ultimate sacrifice. But all the other characters in that series make their live-action appearances in the Ahsoka series, except for ZEB. ZEB's first live-action appearance is in The Mandalorian Season 3. It's a very brief scene as he's a New Republic pilot who's working alongside Carson Teva. But just because he's a New Republic pilot does not mean that he's driving around in an X-Wing, as it seems like Din Djarin is going to be quite jealous in this Mandalorian and Grogu movie as ZEB has stolen his ride. So not only is the Razor Crest back and ZEB back in live action, but the next scene shows more snowtroopers gearing up ready to fight Din Djarin. And from the looks of it, there is snow on the ground, and many fans believe that this could be the planet of Hoth. Hoth was also first introduced in 1980 in Empire Strikes Back. However, since then, it has not been seen ever in live-action Star Wars. Could the Mandalorian and Grogu movie be bringing back the planet of Hoth? Only time will tell, because there are other snow planets in Star Wars. We see one in The Mandalorian Season 2, but this just seems different. It feels like Hoth. But I guess we just have to wait and see, as there's a brief scene of Din Djarin walking down a hallway, and then a scene of Grogu crawling through the pipes going somewhere. We then get another scene on this snowy planet, as we see from a mouse droid's perspective, a hallway fight scene with Din Djarin versus the snowtroopers. We then cut to outside, where Din and Grogu are now riding on an AT-RT walker. These walkers first appeared in Revenge of the Sith and have been seen many times throughout the Clone Wars animated series. But this Mandalorian and Grogu movie will likely be the first time since 2005 since this AT-RT walker has been seen in live action. But Din and Grogu are now running across the snowy planet as they sort of jump off the side of a cliff. And as they are falling down to the ground, they come upon two AT-AT walkers. Another reference back to The Empire Strikes Back in 1980, when in the Battle of Hoth, the AT-AT walkers make their first ever appearance. And if you find this trailer online, you will hear the audience cheer when the AT-ATs are shown on screen. We then get our first official look at the title card of this Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Not much has changed from the old Mandalorian show's logo, except for the fact that Grogu is now standing alongside of Din. And to cap off this entire trailer, we see Grogu and two Anzellans that we saw in The Mandalorian Season 3 in a very crammed cockpit of something. Some fans believe that this could be the mouse droid that we saw earlier in the trailer, but even as small as Grogu and these Anzellans are, I'm not too sure if they would fit in the mouse droid. But that was the Mandalorian and Grogu teaser trailer that was only shown to the people in attendance at D23. And wow, we did not expect to see anything new from this movie. It literally just started filming a few weeks ago. The fact that they already have this much done is very impressive. And although it is very exciting seeing another Razor Crest ZEB in live action, AT-ATs, AT-RTs, this trailer really doesn't give us any sort of plot when it comes to this Mandalorian and Grogu film, as The Mandalorian in Season 3 ended as an ending, capping off the 3-season arc of Din and Grogu's journey. Not only did Din adopt Grogu as his son, but the main villain from the first 3 seasons, Moff Gideon, is now dead, and the never-ending civil war of the Mandalorian people has come to an end, as they have come back together to reclaim their home world of Mandalore. The Darksaber is gone, Bo-Katan is back home, and everyone is united. So the question remains, what is going to be the plot of this movie? Is it going to be the beginning of a Mando trilogy, as Dave Filoni is already confirmed to be getting a second Mando movie? And will this be the start of Thrawn being the heir to the Empire? Will we see the Big Blue Meanie cross over from the Ahsoka series to the big screen in this Mando movie? And how do all the other shows from Ahsoka to the Book of Boba Fett and Skeleton Crew tie into this film? Well, with the connection of Zeb Aurelius already in the teaser trailer, there's a direct connection there to Hera Syndulla, Chopper, Sabine, Ezra, and Ahsoka. And not only that, Din Djarin and Ahsoka have already met multiple times. All of these heroes that we've seen scattered around the galaxy from all these different shows being pulled together to fight against one major threat, and that is the Big Blue Meanie Grand Admiral Thrawn as the heir to the Empire. Now, a lot of questions still remain. Will the legacy characters of Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, Lando, R2-D2, C-3PO show up in this movie? And will this film end with the good guys taking the L, losing to Thrawn in the remnant of the Empire, leading us into the second Mando movie being directed and written by Dave Filoni? Tell me what you think in the comments section below. Did you expect to see this trailer at D23 this weekend, just under 2 years before this movie gets released? Because I didn't. And that's not the only crazy thing that came from D23. As like I said earlier in this video, Skeleton Crew, which is the next live-action Star Wars show, also got its first official trailer. And I break down the entire thing in this video right here.